Hi, I'm Melody Schoenfeld with Flawless Fitness in Pasadena, California, and I'm here to talk about hip extension exercises you can do with a resistance band. When you're talking about hip extension, what you're really talking about is your booty, all right? So your booty is the biggest hip extensor you've got. That's why I keep my brain there. And what you're going to do is you're just going to essentially work it the way it's intended to work, which means you're extending your hip. This is hip flexion. This is hip extension, right? So hip flexion is what we're in all day long when we're sitting at our desks, driving to work, all that kind of stuff. And hip extension is what we're not in all day long, right? So working the hip extension, technically, if all you want to do is extend your hip, then you put the stretch band around your ankle, and you're just going to go ahead and pull backward. Now, if you don't have very good balance, you can always hold on to something. I like to show off, so I've got fantastic balance, and I'm just going to stand here and do this, right? So all I'm doing is raising my leg straight behind me, right? And technically, that's hip extension. You can also do that from all fours on the floor. You just put that band around your foot. You get on all fours, your back is nice and straight, your head is level with your shoulders like you're standing. You don't want to be here, right? And you're just extending your legs straight out behind you, just like that. Now, that having been said, I am not one to isolate muscle groups. And so I'm going to show you one of my personal favorite hip extension exercises, and this is called the one-legged deadlift. One-legged deadlift is a combination of things. It's going to work your butt, your lower back, your abdominals, your hamstrings, these muscles here behind your leg, and it just looks cool. So what you're going to do is you're going to stand nice and tall. You're going to put one leg behind you, and the leg you're standing on, just bend it a teeny tiny bit. It's not a squat, but it's just a little teeny tiny bend. And you're going to go ahead and move like you're one of those lawn ornaments that drinks the water, you know. You're just going to go ahead and tilt on your hip until you feel a stretch in the back of the leg. The goal is not to be able to touch the floor, but just to get to the point where you feel that stretch. And then you stand back up. So everything's nice and straight and tall. All you're doing is pivoting on your hip, and you're standing nice and tall. Good thing, good idea to do this in front of the mirror, because that way you can make sure that your body and your leg move like one piece, so you're not doing this, right, and you're not doing this, right? Because I know you're doing that. Don't do that, right? So everything moves nice and slow and controlled in one piece, right? And when you get really good at that, you can take one hand away, do it one-handed, right? You can move further away, add more resistance, and that's it. I'm Melody, and this has been hip extension exercises using the stretchy band.